Hi, I'm Stephen White, and you're watching a podcast where nostalgia comes alive. It's Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. Roll it!
Welcome to Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show, where nostalgia comes alive. Join Jake and his friends on a journey through pop culture of the past, where they interview professionals in the worlds of acting, directing, writing, puppeteering, and so much more. Who will they be chatting with today? Find out in this Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show episode.
Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show, where nostalgia comes alive. Happy here with us. Thank you for joining. Of course, I'm your host, Jake Deffinball. And today, of course, our co-host, Chris Bixby and Matt Bingle. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing great. Hello, everybody. How are you, Jake?
I'm doing great, Matt. Thank you for asking. Chris, what do we have for today?
Yes, happy you're with us, folks. Today's guests are actresses who you may know best for their work on Barney and Friends, playing Ashley and Alissa on seasons 4 and 5, as well as several home videos. We're here to talk about that and some of their other projects in the acting world. Please welcome Maurie and Mone't Chandler.
Hello,
How are you guys
everybody. So glad to be with you guys, Jake, Matt, and Chris.
Yes.
We're delighted.
Yes.
I do believe,
Absolute pleasure.
correct me if I'm wrong, that this is the first time we've ever had twins on our show. I do believe it's the first time.
Yes.
Why?
Well, so honored.
Well, you're honored.
We've had father-son duos, but we've never had twins.
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
Yay!
You know,
You both made history in Jake's Happy Nostalgia
History.
Show.
Right?
The first set of twins as guests in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, so to start this off, could you kind of tell our audience a bit about yourselves and the kind of work that you do?
So, well, we are we're twin actresses. I guess that's how a lot of people know us. We're from Texas. We were born in Houston, but we grew up in a small town called Corsicana, Texas, on about 5 acres of land. And then we moved to Dallas, and I guess we've been here for a while now, but we've traveled and lived different places. But we started out in modeling, actually. Yeah, Dad, we were trying to think back how we kind of got started, with all of this. And I guess Mom and Dad always saw Mona and I playing with our dolls and creating scenes, and we, depict different movie scenes or TV episodes with our dolls and all the toys we had. And we'd always be going around the house. You play this part, I play this part. Okay, so let's go. And you ready? And start. And then we just act everything out. But it's so weird that we started modeling first. It was a place here in Dallas called Barbizon Modeling School. Because I guess they wanted to teach us, people always saw us and they were like, oh, you girls should be doing something. Y'all are so cute. You need to be in something, doing something. So modeling was the first thing. And after that, we got into the acting. So.
Nice.
That's great. So it's kind of a perfect segue in a way. What kind of inspired you both want to get into acting?
Like, did you always want to be actresses? Was that something you always wanted to pursue?
I think it was a thought, but we just didn't know how, because we were always creating, and imagining things at home. Like I said, we were always creating different and acting out stuff, different scenes. But acting didn't come along until, so back to the modeling. We went to New York at the end of the season for that modeling period. And it was a big modeling competition. And so everybody goes out there to New York for that, to do the competition, and you model across stages. There are agents and all kind of, modeling agencies. Some acting agents were there. And so that summer, we said, we're going to stay and come back in the summer and see what happens. And we picked up an agent out there while we were modeling. She said, I want to work with you girls if you'll sign with me here in New York. And after that, we went back for the summer, which was about 3 months. And that's when we got our first acting job ever, which was with Spike Lee on the movie Crooklyn. And so Mona and I had never done any acting before, never been on an acting set. So that was kind of our introduction. And we loved just watching and sitting and seeing the director and seeing the crew members, what they were doing, seeing the actresses and actors, learning their lines and then bringing it to life. Like, wow, that's cool. I think a big part of it, guys, we had a big imagination. A funny story too is we used to lay in our bed and look at Barney and look at the kids on the show and actually say, you know what? That's going to be us one day. We'll be there. And lo and behold, we did. So true and so weird. But honestly, it was after.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was honestly after Crooklyn, and we said, this might be something we want to do. So when we came back from New York, we got an agent in Dallas. And Mone't and I, like she said, we're watching the Barney show. And one of the major things we wanted to do was like play with the Barney bag. Yeah. And lo and behold, a month later.
Yes, a Barney bag. Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, we just had a big imagination as kids.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's so wonderful. So now, of course, you both you actually got to also appear in an episode of another different PBS series, Wishbone.
Yes.
Which is such an amazing show. Which also Brett Holmes kind of got to direct that show too. Brett's just the best. What was that kind of like for you getting to be doing that?
Well, I think it was. The experience was great because Fred was great. Like Fred working with kids,
he really is
amazing. He's just natural with them. And so and then
great friend of ours.
Together. Yeah. And then we're always working together, which we love because we play off of each other. But that experience, and I actually think that one was before Barney, wasn't it? It might have been. We might have been in the everything, in the mix of everything. But it's so crazy because as a kid, it's so cool that you're on a kid's show for one, but the story, you get to be involved in the storytelling and all of this, even though there are technical things that have to go on set, stand here, do this, but we're still, Mone't and I were just excited to be a part of the creative side of it and act it out and go through the motions, but tell the story again, because we had been doing that at home as kids. So we were actually just doing what we love to do on set. And as a kid, we're just going on. Oh, okay, we'll just follow direction. Yeah. But cool, we get to play with all these props and stuff. And the dog. And yes, Wishbone.
Yeah, wonderful show. It really is. Oh my gosh, Larry Brantley, like who voiced Wishbone. Oh my gosh. And Soccer, he was a real dog for the show. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do all those tricks. It's so crazy.
I'm telling you. We made him to us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
So now moving on to Barney, like overall, what was kind of the audition process like?
I love telling this story because it was kind of intense. And it was our first open call. So it was an open call audition here in Dallas. And kids from everywhere practically were there. And it was a huge line, everyone standing outside, hot. But one of the things, we got up there and we auditioned, and it came down to 2 sets of twins. It was us and another set of twins. And so when it got to that part, we're going back and forth in the audition room. They'd bring us in and they'd tell us, show us this. And then they'd bring the other girls in. Then they'd bring us back in, and they'd bring the other girls in. And it just went back and forth for a while. Yeah. And then Mone't and I actually, I guess, kind of won the audition. So it was a long process, and we did it. But it was actually one of those open call castings, which we kind of were used to, but we really weren't, because the norm is to actually be called in for an audition. But to have an open casting was pretty cool too. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think it must have been our agency encouraged our parents to let the girls go and do it, try it out. They might want a lot of our auditions we do. They're always asking for one person or one character. But Mone't and I always wanted to just market ourselves as true twins, and always kind of audition together, and it works most of the time.
Nice.
Absolutely.
And speaking of first, we were first and only, probably.
I think
we're the only
twins
twins on Barney.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
so. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you both then.
I
Yeah.
guess they got enough of us. They didn't do it again. We weren't that.
Sure. So I'm curious, were either of you familiar with Barney at all before the auditions at all?
Yeah, like I said, we used to watch it on TV. Oh, what do you mean? You mean that?
For Barney.
Like, were you fans of Barney before like getting to work on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Monet said, we were sitting there probably months before watching Barney, and we said, oh wow, I want to do that. I want to play with the Barney bag and and do all the things that they're doing. And lo and behold, here we are auditioning for Barney. And Monet and I think at one point said, if we get through this, we could be playing with the Barney bag. But we didn't. Yeah, we watched it. And the first show we did with Barney
great.
was just so surreal. I was like, wow, we really get to do this. Like full circle,
That is so that is so great.
Yeah.
So basically you both got to kind of like watch like kind of like the first like 2, 3 seasons of the show, because where it has a Barney bag the whole entire. Okay. I know we're kind of too early, but like I know you both like so love to the Barney bag song. And then Barney would just pull up the Barney bag on the table.
Yeah, and then the cast, the cast that we used to watch, we were actually working with some of the same cast members, so we were just like blown away. Because they would introduce most of the new characters with the old cast first before we all got there. So Lucy and Tasha,
right? Tina, Michael.
Michael.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
A few, because we did talent show.
Yeah, talent show. Yes.
Oh yeah, yes.
It's a wonderful video. Yeah.
Yes, I remember watching that video a lot. It's so great.
It's a good teaching. I don't know. It's got a lot of fun, creative, imaginary, good teaching points.
Right. So like, hey, let's do a show.
Right, and we were just having fun because we'd read the script and see all the stuff we have to do, and it's like, oh my gosh, we'll be doing this and that, and and so we were just having fun.
Yeah, the home videos were awesome because most of them, of course, had different sets than because most of the episodes just take place in like the tree house or the classroom
or the playground.
So that was cool with the home videos, how you guys had an opportunity to film on a different kind of set.
Yeah.
And for us it was longer, because I think the actual shows we would film in like a week, but the actual home videos took a little bit longer, so we got to stay in
right, because it's a little bit longer.
Right. So
usually like 45 minutes or around that. So
something like that.
Yeah, around there. So do you both remember like kind of what your first day on the set was like?
Oh gee, Chris. I remember the school, because we had to have our we met at school, we get everything settled there because they wanted us to still continue our education while we were there. So that was cool.
Right. Yeah.
And then we would go down to fittings. I remember fittings. And then seeing the costumes that they had made for you. It's like, oh, this is for this part. That's cool.
Right.
Remember hair and makeup we would go to. Then we went to do the choreography practice with Miss Penny. Those are like some of the
bless her soul.
A wonderful Miss Penny.
I know. Those are some of the best memories, because it was like we were disciplined to do it, but it was still, fun in nature.
But like in a fun way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's one of those things like you have to practice the moves like not a time.
Yeah.
But she just wants movie, not just you but the rest of the kids, just to let's have fun, let's practice more of it.
And it was so cool because the moves that she had us doing, to think that kids could do it, she believed in us, and we actually were able to pull everything off. I think, and you said the first day of set, the first show, I remember I was kind of scared, a little nervous more so, because it was meeting the new the older cast, the first set of cast members. And then I had to go on and do my part first. So this is the first time we're split. I got to go do my taping first, and then you come in. I was just thinking that. I said I wasn't nervous because you went first. Yeah, I had to go do my part. And so again, this is like probably our for a while, but then you've got all these kind of new crew members that you haven't really got to know yet. But everybody was so nice and encouraging. And even the cast members were encouraging, and we all got through it. And David Joyner, who
Oh my gosh.
he was so sweet. He was so encouraging, and he just made you feel relaxed and not really nervous at all, and crack some jokes. Yeah. And it'd be kind of weird because you're like kind of staring, at it. Like, where is he saying from?
Oh my gosh, for him doing Barney, like, oh my gosh.
Oh, they told us like everything that was in the costume, and just we were never able to go in there, but some people we heard were able to actually put on the head and see how it was working the mouth and everything.
Oh wow. Yeah, David Joyner and Bob West really brought life to that character.
Yeah, really and just to see how the voices were watching the action and putting everything together and the timing and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was well
Absolutely.
done. Well done.
For sure. Yeah, and I guess
so this kind of like you kind of mentioned about David Joyner, because we kind of talked a little bit when we chat with Danielle, which she's just the best. Of course, David Joyner, he was actually your acting coach before Barney. Was that correct?
Now she was her acting coach. Surprisingly. And I didn't know that to this day. I never knew, but he wasn't our acting coach.
Probably just for no reason. It's just on Wikipedia or something, and
I guess so. But she said it the other day, and I said, "Oh, okay." But I didn't know some of the connections because, like Monet said, we came from Corsicana. We didn't live in Dallas at the time. We were going back and forth every show, and so we started probably. Again, all this was so fresh. So we didn't start really into the acting world there and acting classes and things in Dallas until we started filming. Probably and kind of filming. Yeah. So we were just kind of fresh off the deck with everything. Yes. I guess it's a natural talent. Yeah. We hadn't really had any preparation before this.
Absolutely.
So I'm curious, do either of you have a favorite episode of Barney that you were in?
The sister one. Aunt Rachel.
Aunt Rachel. Yeah, the Aunt Rachel one. Yes, that's a great one.
Family Tradition, I think. Is that the one with Aunt Rachel? No, I can't remember. It's one of the two. That one, and then the movie or the video would be the talent show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the home videos were wonderful as well. I remember watching the Halloween video, and you guys got to dress up as a penguins.
Yes.
Song.
Yeah, it's cold fur. Which you both got to dance with Barney and.
Oh my gosh. Years.
Oh my gosh, Angela and Natalie who wrote that song. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
and they
actually gave all of the cast members literally the full seasons and home videos on like VHS. So we still have them, but some of them we didn't want to unwrap yet, because we wanted to see them.
Right.
But wow, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I haven't seen that one in years.
Oh my gosh.
You mentioned the songs. Recording was really fun because you would go to this recording studio that was, actually a recording studio with other recording artists. There'd be other recording artists other than those that were coming in to record for Barney. And so we met quite a few people there too, which was like, oh wow. We're big time in here.
Wow. That's cool. If you remember, do you ever remember like any recording artists that you got to meet?
Yeah, what was it? Recording artists that we met. One of them was Kurt Franklin. Before he really got big, the gospel artist. Before he really got big, he was in there recording, and we got to meet him. And then a whole year later, or later that year, he was everywhere. He was just blowing up. And I can't, let me see, there were a few others. I can't remember the others, but it was a central recording kind of studio for quite a few people.
Nice.
Since we kind of like talk about like with the episodes, I love them. The very first episode that you both got to appear, Twice as Nice.
Yes.
Oh gosh, First Day of School.
Oh, oh gosh, you're taking me back now. Naming episodes.
There was also one episode that I really remember is the one where it's like Baby Bop and BJ are arguing.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about a brother? She's my sister.
Yeah,
my sister.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
I think
Yes.
that one was the one with different from the family tradition one, maybe the song was anyway, but I remember that one.
Yeah, because Tommy DePaulo was also in that episode too, who we lost a couple years ago. Yeah.
That experience was, kind of new for us because seeing, BJ and Baby Bop, it's like, well, who's in that costume, And then just to see them come out of the costume was just like, wow, wait a minute, what's going on here? So surreal. But I was telling Maury earlier that, Barney had all nationalities on the show. We were just all different ages. It
was a very diverse show.
And it brought everybody together to show that we can all play and live and imagine together.
I love that. So, and speaking with the home videos real quick, I feel like I feel like either one of you might remember, because I feel like one of you might remember appear in some others, and you both kind of got to like appeared in two. Good Day, Good Night.
I have that one. Thanks.
Yeah, I have that one.
I have that one.
You're very welcome, Matt. There you go.
See, this is a VHS
then also,
tape.
Yes, right the inscription, right
the VHS tape.
And then I remember like you both made like a little cameo in Barney's Night Before Christmas.
Yeah, it's Carolers.
I remember that one.
I love that one too.
Yeah, that's another great one.
Yeah.
We did a lot together, and then there was several that we did separate and apart.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Right. Because
like Time for Counting was another one.
Yeah. Which I have the tape of it.
I do too. I do too. I have
that. For Christmas.
Yeah, I have that one as well.
Let's Play School.
Let's Play School. That's a good one.
I love that. I love that video too. Yeah. Definitely. So, I mean, there's so much. There's so many.
There's a lot, yeah. I mentioned 2 seasons. I think it was 4 or 5 seasons that we were on. So there's quite a few. There's quite a few videos and footage out there. But I think Jake was going to talk about how we did kind of the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen thing. Yeah. So we were together.
Oh yeah.
Ashley and Alissa, and then it was cool. We're gonna play like the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen thing, where we're gonna play one character. And that was fun.
Yeah.
But okay, guys, who was Ashley and who was Alissa?
I remember because I was watching Twice as Nice earlier. That's not exactly.
Maurie, you were Ashley, and Mone't, you were Alissa.
Well, Ashley.
Okay, which twin is which?
I was both.
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes you played Ashley. Okay, I see.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice.
That's so because it kind of makes sense for like, wait a minute, why is that other one in? But it has to be there because of. It's not really big a deal because you both are twins. Like, like it's not.
Yeah.
No, I was the reason I was thinking we had brought up Twice as Nice earlier. I remember each of you had different little bow ties on your hair.
One you have red,
one was red, one was blue.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Different each of the two.
Mom did our hair most of the time because Mom and I have we have a lot of hair, and it was really, really long. And so Mom was a beautician. Both of our parents are beauticians, and so Mom would do our hair. They were like, you know what, Sheila, why don't you get their hair prepared and washed up and everything, and then we just do little styling tweaks here and there. But that's kind of cool, you know. She was kind of doing our hair of it and kind of styling it a little bit for each show. Helping out.
Yes.
Most pop shows, yeah. I mean, I would change it up if they needed to, but yeah. And they always did that. They always gave us one color and then the other, just to kind of differentiate between the two.
Oh,
right.
nice.
So the viewers are not like confused.
Not confused.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we talked a little bit about songs a moment ago. What were some of your favorite songs to sing on the show?
Ooh, that's a good one. We got a couple of them actually. Okay, go ahead. What's our favorite one? Is it You Are Special? Yeah. Okay. Our favorite one is You Are Special.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a classic.
Yeah, which you both got kind of done the
Yeah, that was on your first episode.
Yeah, Twice as Nice.
And and like we so remember the choreography.
That's funny. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That
Such a classic.
Yeah, it just stuck with it, and I find myself kind of singing it a lot of times, just because you have to really appreciate that we're all different, and you hold something special, and you're different, or whatever you know you are, because not everybody's the same, and we're definitely not the same because it's two of us for one. My earring keeps falling out, and just for everybody to remember you're special in your own way, you know, whatever you bring to the table.
Exactly.
What's the other
one? No matter what
lemon
you
drop.
are, you
know, Father Raindrops. Yeah, that's a good one.
And the water one, the water. I never let the water.
Brush your teeth song. Yeah, I love that one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Joe Phillips for like doing the music for that. Oh my gosh.
The music people are great.
In your head, like it. And then you guys made me remember
Angelo.
Mr. Sun. Oh, Mr. Sun.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Now that one, guys.
You Can Count on Me.
Yeah.
You Can Count on Me. And then you mentioned the Family Tradition episode. The Family Tradition song that was in there was great too. And Family's Just Right for Me.
Yes.
Like Family is People, Family is Love. That one. It's a great one.
Matt, what about you?
Your family. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of ones that have not been mentioned yet. Because there were a lot of them. I'm trying to remember songs that have not been mentioned yet.
I know.
A lot of great ones.
The one on Good Day, Good Night that I loved. Yeah. But now the sun one, guys. I remember an episode where I actually had to wear a sun costume. I can't remember the actual episode.
Oh, right. I think I might remember.
Yeah.
So when we were doing that, one of the scenes, I actually fell in the costume.
Oh,
and I hit my head. And everybody came to check. Guys, everybody came to check on me. And I was totally fine. But when I got home from filming that day, Maurie was like, oh my gosh, what happened today? I said, oh, I fell in this sun costume and hit my head. And she said, oh my gosh, I've had a headache all day. I said, wow. And that was really our first kind of twin moment where we actually feel the other's pain.
Yeah. Wow.
He had no effect. I was affected by it.
Wow.
So, because we used to hear twins and people would ask, you know, do you feel each other's pain? If you pinch her, does she feel it? We're like, no. But after that moment, it really was true. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you were mentioning Good Day, Good Night. I think one of the songs I remember very well from that was Listen to the Nighttime.
Oh my God! Such a beautiful song.
I was thinking of it, trying to think of that song.
It was nice. It was nice because it was a more slow and peaceful one. Because most of the Barney songs are very like kind of upbeat. So having kind of a slower song like "Listen to the Nighttime," it was a really good song.
Nice change of pace.
Yeah, exactly. Since we're kind of like already talking about with Barney's talent show, the first home video, they both kind of did putting on a show.
Oh,
let's get fun, you know.
That song, yes.
Putting on the show,
Come on, great fun, you know. It's so weird how we just go back and just remember all the words. It's ingrained.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Danielle kind of have that same moments of that too. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like yesterday, but it's so long ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese
Mac and
song,
cheese,
yeah.
I remember that. And I was wanting to eat the mac and cheese. I was like, why can't we eat some of this food?
We learned something new today from Let's Play
Let's
School.
Play School, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a good
yes.
one.
I remember some from the treehouse that we used to do.
Oh yeah.
The treehouse scenes and working with Stella and Scooter.
Oh, yeah.
I feel Cesario.
Scooter and Miss Edna. To this
Oh,
day.
Scooter Miss Edna, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Scooter,
Todd
yes.
Duffy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool to have they kind of have like puppet characters, on the
Yeah, I
show.
know. Yeah.
And they were good. They were just, everybody was just so talented.
I know.
And speaking of, Phyllis, who played Stella, what was it like getting to work with her? Because I know it's been a couple years now since we lost her.
She just had the biggest personality. Like she would just light up the room. And every time we saw in the script that we were going to be working with her, we would get super excited. But she was just so warm. She was inviting. I mean, literally, guys, we were doing a job, but we weren't, because like Marian said, we were also talented. We all knew our parts. We were prepared. And so we just came on set to really just literally have fun. Besides all of the other technical stuff that was going on, behind, but they were quick. They didn't make us wait long like other sets and stuff. So and Stella always gave the best hugs. Yeah, you were always looking to just her and David join us. Always give the best hugs.
Oh my gosh, it's funny. I love it. I mean, so you kind of like already talked about with Scooter and Miss Ella, and there's another like a puppet character that I think you might remember. Some accounting. Booker T. Bookworm.
Oh, Bookworm. Yeah.
Yes.
You remember? Yeah.
Errol Fisher got to do
he was
that.
He was in the counting video.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
So
oh my gosh, books are fun. I just thought of that.
Books are fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow. And then back to Stella, just learning about the places that she had gone and just how they created the story behind it. And I'm like, I want to go. So I know Mike and I always have a traveling. Mike and I have a traveling spirit anyway. Probably started because of that. Probably learn all about all the places, or just say, let's put it into action now. Let's actually travel.
Oh my gosh, the transition, like the post production, they get hold the transition, like her appearance and all that. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Even with the bag. I mean, when he, comes from the bag and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
It's awesome.
It's so cool. Did you already mention them in our family, Chris, or was it a different one?
I don't think so. No, I was talking about
one.
the one where it's like family is people and a family is love. That's a family. That
one.
Right.
Yeah.
That was also in the family tradition episode.
Yeah, right. I think there's another one like kind of like that too. It's like in our family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, of course, I love you.
Yeah.
Too.
Classic.
Yeah. We still sing that today.
Oh, that's nice.
But it's so hard to find the footage because we didn't have it. They're all on VHS, and it's hard to find the footage online a lot of times. So Mon and I said we might go and see if they can take the collections that we have and put it on like digital, make them digital somehow. Because I'd like to show our kids, and then a lot of people always ask, and even for their kids, they're like, twins, how can we find videos of you all on Barney? So
yeah. And really, I mean, you can still find like the home videos and stuff, but the actual episodes are kind of harder to find.
Yeah, the home videos are usually on YouTube, and
I'm gonna dig a little bit.
But episodes is just
the episodes are hard.
I mean, it is up there, but but no, I don't think I don't know. I probably I feel like it eventually will be up.
Yeah.
Episodes, but.
Yeah, but I think another thing that was so interesting is that not just everyone in the United States saw it, but overseas they got to see it as well. And then, we always wondered, did they, put our words in their language? And that would have been cool to see. Me speaking another language. But I've never
Nice.
seen it out there.
Oh, that's great. So now I kind of want to ask like an interesting question for you, Bo, because there is a time where it's mostly like during like I think only season 4 where did you got to like work with any other Barney performers? Like where David, Joyner, Bob, and
I know what he's
Jeff,
talking about. I know what he's
Like
talking about.
when like
others.
because some of the Barney actors went off to film the movie, and so they brought other actors in for those times, like Josh Martin.
Didn't we also found out about the touring too that they did as well?
Yeah.
Right, Barney's Big Surprise.
Barney's Big Surprise, yeah.
I can't
I think it
remember.
might have been
I
that.
only worked with Dave. I think most we only worked with David Joyner, and
Ah.
you know, most of the originals. So yeah, there was a lot going on apparently that Mona and I didn't know about. Yeah. So I don't. No.
Probably because you both didn't really like peer like as much episodes as other like kids did that they got to like kind of exposed to that, like, oh, it's gonna be some kind of some other people, but I mean, but that's cool that you both kind of still get to work with just usual David and Bob.
Yeah.
Just so cool.
David, Bob, Julie, all of them.
Patty, yeah.
Oh, Julie and Patty. Oh my Bob. Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
For what they're doing, you know, the characters, Barney, Bob, and BJ. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think what was surprising to Moy and I was the fact that she was female, but she could change her voice the way she for Julie. She could change her voice the way she did. Or was it Patty? Maybe it was Patty. No, it was BJ. No, it was BJ. Okay. But yeah, all of that was so cool. And again, the timing, you know, they're watching the video. They're not actually acting it out, but they were all so in sync together that they're just flawless.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And for you both kind of like recently got to like we kind of reunited with other, you know, Barney people from Matt Parrish, the reunion channel, which is so cool to see that.
Yeah,
especially that you both kind of reunited with Danielle in person too, which that was so cool. Which I think either you both or Danielle kind of got posted that picture of 3 of you on like on Instagram or something, and when we first saw it, like, oh my goodness.
I know.
It was really cool.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, we see each other probably every now and again, but we do keep in touch a little bit more maybe than some of the other cast members. But then because our parents were kind of close, and so we got to do a little more together. And so so that picture was from the holidays we met up. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, I remember Danielle told us
That's
about that too.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And everybody else is some are here, some are spread out in other places. And so, you know, we were so much older than everyone else too. Not that much older, but a couple of years older. So we kind of went on, and by the time we ended Barney, I think we were going to high school? We were going to high school. We were going to high school, guys. Yeah. It was like, cut the ties, you're too old. Yeah, but we didn't look our age. So that's kind of where that played into part of it. We were older, but we didn't look our age at all.
Interesting.
Tidbit. Hope that doesn't age us. But we still don't look our age. I got 17 the other day, and I'm like, huh?
Oh wow.
Take the compliment. Take the compliment. Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's great. That's great. Since you both kind of like talk about how you kind of the time that you both kind of ended with your both times on Barney, and for us perfect segue. Moving on from that part, you both kind of got to appear in the film Sweet Justice. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah. So let's back up. After Barney, we ended up actually we did a lot of print work after that. I don't know if anyone remembers those JCPenney's and Dillard's catalogs, but Moy and I went heavily into print after that for a while. And so We did a lot of magazines and ads around. And then we ended up going to high school at Booker T. Washington for the Performing and Visual Arts here in Dallas.
Oh, nice.
We did a lot of some plays.
Booker T, huh? Wow. That's interesting.
Oh my God! Why did I not think of that?
Oh yeah, right. But Eric, we have very notable names.
Really coincidence.
Right. Then we went to Booker T.
That's so weird.
And the other thing was Hope, who played Tasha in this.
Hope so. Yeah.
She was there. She was the year ahead of us. So we all went to high school together.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
That's awesome. Cool.
Oh, that's
and
really
we were all
nice.
in the theater cluster, and we did the mime. We did some mime troupe. That's why I guess maybe it's fun from the talent show. We were in the mime troupe.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. So then after that, so we were still doing theater. I think we did theater for a while, and then Sweet Justice came in college. Yeah, I think we were in college when we did that. So we kind of got back into TV and film around that time. So it was a small role, but I think we needed it to kind of get ourselves back into it. And once we finished that film, we were like, you know what? I think it's such a passion. We just had to go back into it. Like that's something that we've always wanted to do. It's always stuck in the back of our head. So we had to transition from child actors now to more of adult. Okay, keep falling off. What is going on anyway? So then after we've been to college, we've been to grad school, you guys, and we both became doctors in physical therapy. And then after that, we said, okay, let's get back into acting. And we moved to Atlanta, and then we just went from there again, and just was in all kinds of stuff over the last 5-6 years.
Nice.
That's actually a perfect segue to my next thing. You appeared in several other series together, including Dead Silent and Star. What were working on those like?
Well, let's see. Star was really fun. We got to we got to have the costumes. We got to be around some people that would have never thought met in life before. I don't know. We were talking about this the other day, that Mone't and I always end up booking roles where we meet such seasoned and legendary entertainers. Being on set, we were on Star. It was Gladys Knight. It was Queen Latifah. We got to meet.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got to meet all of those individuals, and then I also did The Resident, where you had Malcolm Jamal Warner and who am I missing? I had Van Camp. I'm so bad with names, but there was so many people on The Resident that I got to meet, and I'm like, I couldn't imagine even meeting these people, but the roles that we book are just classic, But we did Star, we did The Resident, I did Dead Silent, which was great because that was more of a documentary, kind of reliving someone else's life and going over and trying to portray this character, which is really neat. And technically I was on Dead Silent first because I did an episode, but I think my scene was cut. But I did an episode way before you did your episode, and then you got another episode. When we first got to Atlanta, I did an episode of Dead Silent. I think the scene got cut. And then years later, she got another role in Dead Silent. So we've been on there twice, technically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But no, coming back again, I think we just, our experiences, I don't know, guys, for us, it's not really, like I keep saying, it's not really work. We just like to have fun. I mean, I sit on set, I watch everybody and what their role is. It's just so amazing to see how they put everything together. Even the stuff on set from all of the props is just so amazing to watch and see. So I'm really just sitting on set, taking all of it in and, thanking the Lord that I'm a part of it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what was it like working on the series Energy?
Energy. Oh, Energy. So that
that
was
was
one.
short.
It was a
It's a short
short.
film.
That was a short.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a lot of episodes. It was just probably about one, but it was short lived. But we did meet a lot of ladies on that
Oh, nice.
on that set that we would go on to work with in other projects. So that was really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm trying to think of the other one. I don't know if you all have seen Napoli Ever After, but it was a movie with Sanaa Lathan. And I got to be in the scene with her. Which is really cool. That was really fun. She's sweet. She's so nice. And she's very, focused when she's on set. So I took a lot from her. I was watching her and taking a lot in on how she interacts, how she works, how she keeps up with everybody. And there's a learning experience a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you guys saw our Sprite commercial. Oh yeah, we did a commercial together.
Oh no, I did not see that. What was that? What was that about?
This was during COVID, I think.
Yeah.
And
But it
so
was like
during
2 years.
during the NBA finals, we did a Sprite commercial that ran. And so we worked with a casting director out there for commercials. And it was really for one role.
Again.
But when they saw us, they added two.
Oh, nice.
I always like for them to at least see both of us and consider the option.
Yes.
Great.
Nice.
That's cool. So, could you share any projects you're both currently working on? At least that you're allowed to talk about.
We have a YouTube show. It's called, isn't it called the So and So Show?
Yeah.
It's a Christian-based YouTube show, and we're kind of like their cheer squad. So all of our cheers are geared towards like a biblical lesson or lesson.
Nice.
So we'll do that. It's fun. So it's kind of like reminds us of Barney, we have to learn choreography, learn the script, and then we go in there and kind of, have the opportunity to do the script and then ad lib and improv where we can. So it's fun. But you can find that on some of the shows on YouTube. And that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Nice. And yes, if any of you want to check out their YouTube show, will be in their YouTube channel is in the description down below. So any of you want to check that out.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jake. It's a good show too. I love it.
Welcome.
Yes. Yes. So to end this off, as we're about to wrap up here, the last question that Jake's about to ask, we ask all of our guests at the end. Go ahead, Jake.
Thank you, Chris. Of course, this podcast is called Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. When you both think of nostalgia, what do you think of? In your own words, how would you both define the word nostalgia?
That's a good one. What? Nothing. Good. Let's see. Nostalgia. I'm actually. Why are you looking at me? I think way back when is nostalgia to me. Like just remembering things in my childhood, or just kind of going back and to the olden times. Kind of reliving. Are we on the right track? Are we on the right track? Matt, help me.
You're on the right track.
Yeah.
You're on the right track. Yeah.
Right? It's like older reliving and bringing back. Going back.
Like reliving what was so special in your childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think childhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
And for us, I mean, Barney was definitely a huge part of our childhoods.
Oh yes, it really does.
So getting to talk to you both and then getting to talk to, Danielle a few months ago was definitely a great honor.
Yeah.
It really does.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I mean, you guys have brought back the memories for us with all the shows and the songs that you remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reliving. Again, there's that word reliving. Just reliving the memories and the moments and what was then and what we grew up with that kind of, I guess, set our foundation to, the type of people we are, what we enjoy, what we love, what we cherish. Yeah, and really and truly, I think between this year and last year, with all the Barney interests, it
Oh yeah.
really it's really just kind of warming to us because we thought it was forgotten a lot of times, since it's been so long.
Yeah.
Right, here's a moment for you. When Mona and I were little, because we were on the show, we'd always get somewhat recognized. People like, oh, are you girls the girls from Barney? And people would recognize you. And so over time, that kind of played out, and people kind of like didn't say anything anymore. And so bringing back some of these memories is like really, really inspiring that how much people actually enjoyed and loved the show, the characters, and all of us, and really could make that connection and somewhat of a relationship. Like you guys have the tapes, the dolls,
Oh
and
yeah.
wow, people
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
got this
yeah, yeah. I have Baby Bob and BJ back there too.
I see it. Yeah. So everybody, had these things, and as kids, we were just in the moment. But now we realize how important some of those moments were to people. And
That's
some of
great.
how the shows really impacted, kids and people our age and you guys.
Yeah, and a lot of shows have been coming back too.
I
Yeah.
know, and that's
Yeah.
good.
I know a new Barney show will
Yeah,
be
there's
like,
gonna be a new Barney show that's coming out, like an
yeah,
animated
called
one, I
Barney's
think.
World, but it's gonna be on Cartoonito.
Yeah, or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like an
Yeah.
animated version. It'll be interesting
Yeah.
to see. But I think
Yeah, especially for today's generation of kids, we'll get to see their Barney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Their
us, it'll be what we watched back then. No matter what, it'll be our Barney.
Yeah, the programming back then, I remember waking up and watching, the cartoons on Saturday. The programming for kids,
Right, yeah,
so
like
wonderful.
Saturday cartoons thing.
Yeah.
Back
I
then,
think
right?
some of the shows were live, live and in person, but now they're getting the animated version. So because everything is
Right.
animation now, which should be fine. But I think it kind of helped those to actually see people live and in person with those shows. Yeah, I was going back looking at some shows where they did in front of a studio audience, and I said, "Oh my God!" With a live audience, what would that have been like? Yeah,
I know. And they don't really do
Yeah.
things like that anymore, which is kind
No.
of sad.
It is kind of sad. So that's nostalgia.
Yes, yeah.
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 Yes. Yeah, it's definitely great words to end on. Well, Maurie and Mone't, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. This was a blast.
Yes.
Oh,
really
it was a blast with you guys too. And we
Yes.
Of course.
you guys wanting to talk with us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And thank you so much for you both being on, and thank you so much for what you've done over years, and not just to us, but so many Barney fans know what you both have got to be done in the franchise. And as three of us, as huge Barney fans, it means so much that you both wanted to take a time in doing this. It means a lot. And keep up great work of what you're doing now. And can I what's next in store?
Oh, we sure will. And you guys keep this up too, because this is great what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It
both.
really means a
Thanks a
lot.
lot.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll let you know when this goes up.
Oh, okay. Thanks, guys.
Of course, our pleasures.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. It's goodbye from us as well. We absolutely enjoyed our time with Maurie and Mone't Chandler. Links to their social media and their YouTube channel will be in the description down below, so you can check out their work and connect with them if you'd like. But it's goodbye from us as well. Keep on the lookout for more wonderful interviews coming your way. And as always, what do we say, Jake?
Keep nostalgia alive. Take care, everyone. See you next time. And remember, we love you. Take care.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another wonderful Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show episode. Be sure to follow Jake and the Happy Nostalgia team on social media, check out our website, and stream the show wherever you find your favorite podcasts. And as always, remember to keep nostalgia alive. Bye-bye.